Hello, hello. This is Pastor Jay of Walking Truth Radio Network with your Wednesday's wisdom. This is your encouraging word for the day. It's inspired by Proverbs 1:5. And it tells us, let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain prudence. Let the wise hear and increase in learning, and then let the one who understands increase in prudence. People, never stop learning, never stop growing. If you're wise, you always know there's something more to learn in life. No matter how old you are, no matter how smart you get, no matter how seasoned you become, if you're a wise person, there's a level of your life that you will always be a student looking for more to learn. I have too many friends, associates, and people I know, their issue is with their life. They stop learning, they stop growing. They're so stuck where they're at, and they wonder why they don't have what they want out of life. They're not happy. They're not content. They just going through life and they're just stuck. No progression, no growth, just stagnation. Why? Most of the time, it's not external. It's the internal things that they have put in their mind that have become an albatross, a brick, a weight, an anchor around their thought process. They have stopped in their tracks in learning. Remember when you was a kid, you couldn't wait to go through the different progressions of becoming a child that can walk, run, then eventually drive a car, then eventually go on dates, then eventually go off to school and do all those things. And then all of a sudden you stopped. Life start catching up with you and then you just stopped growing and learning and looking at this world as something to be obtained in the sense of there's more to learn about it and therefore you learn about yourself. You stop traveling. You stop talking to other people who have different views than you. You figured it's too old to go back to school, but yet the world moves on. Maybe you need to learn a computer. Maybe you need to learn your phone, but you need to learn and not be afraid to learn. Not be afraid to say, I don't know. What age do you get to where you get to say you know everything? I don't think there's an age. And there's many different words for prudent. Let that person obtain wisdom, discernment, judgment, austerity. These are words that describe what prudence is. And wouldn't you think that we need more discerning people in the world? Well, the only way you're going to get discernment is to learn wisdom. And the only way you're going to learn wisdom is to be willing to learn, to gain an understanding. The Bible tells us, by all means, get an understanding. Not only do we need to get an understanding of God and what He's doing through His Word, but through His Word, we get an understanding of the world, ourselves, and others. So never stop being a student. There's so much that you can be a student of. You can even be a student of things that's antithetical to where you want to go. So you'll learn what not to do. You know, one of the best lessons I've ever learned from anybody is learn what not to do. Because it's easy to learn what to do, but to learn what not to do and receive it and see it for what it is. And when somebody's willing to teach you what not to do, you need to cherish that. Because what you're going to learn then is how to discern what is not good for you. So, what are you saying, Pastor? Today, I want you to understand this. Be willing to learn something different, learn something that you never thought you could learn. Take the plunge, take the challenge. You never know what might come of it. You might begin a whole new career or even get the lifestyle and the love that you wanted. My mom and dad used to say something to me, and I know you probably heard this. They say, you know, people are ignorant when they open their mouth and remove all doubt. Because what you'll see is they haven't kept learning and they're stuck right where they're at and they're unhappy. And all they have to do is really be willing to open up their mind and become a learner again so they can be wise, they can gain some understanding, and they become prudent. That's your Wednesday's wisdom. This is Pastor Jay of Walk in Truth Radio Network. I always want you to be encouraged, blessed, and at peace. Be willing to learn, to become wise, to gain an understanding so you can have some discernment in this world. Peace. Please like, subscribe, and share, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or any other platforms that we may be on. Check us out at the Walk in Truth Radio Network podcast. All you have to do is put in your search engine, Walk in Truth Radio Network, and we can be found everywhere and anytime that you want to listen. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll see you on the other side. But don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page. Peace.